Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Get Healthy Tampa Bay podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Kerry Reller, and today we have a solo cast about the top 12 daily habits that are hindering your weight loss. Sharing my screen in case you're watching on YouTube, okay? So the top 12 daily habits hindering your weight loss. Number 1, your morning coffee. Everybody likes their good cup of joe. It has a lot of good health benefits, including antioxidants, essential nutrients. It can improve energy levels and mental alertness. It may enhance physical performance. It could help burn fat and improve metabolism. And it's linked to a reduced risk of several diseases, including Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's. But what you add to your coffee matters. Sometimes a large flavored latte can have over 250 calories. Typically, we would rather that you opt for black coffee or use low calorie or no calorie natural sweeteners such as monk fruit or stevia or allulose. This high sugar and calorie content of these coffee drinks can hinder that weight loss. Sometimes when patients come in to see me and we look at their blood markers and maybe they have a little bit of elevated hemoglobin A1C or fasting glucose, I say, well, what are you doing on a daily basis? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink XYZ? And they might say, yeah, I drink coffee. I have 3 cups a day. And how many sugar teaspoons do you put in it? 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons in 3 cups of coffee a day is 6 teaspoons a day, which is way too much sugar. So what can you do instead of adding the sugar or the flavored creamer that has other non-good stuff in it? You could add cinnamon, which can add flavor and help regulate blood sugar levels. You could add vanilla extract. A few drops can add a sweet aroma and taste without added sugar. You could add unsweetened almond or coconut milk. You could add cocoa powder, which can add that rich chocolatey flavor. And then you can also add some spices like nutmeg or cardamom, and they each and of themselves have their own potential health benefits. So rethink that morning coffee. That daily habit could be hindering your weight loss. Number 2, sugar-sweetened beverages. Approximately 146 billion liters of sugar-sweetened beverages are sold annually in the U.S. Each additional sugar-sweetened beverage consumed per day increases the risk of obesity by 60% in children. This is definitely something I recommend getting rid of. They also contribute to fatty liver disease due to the extra fructose. This goes for juice as well. Juice is something where they take the nice fruit and they extract all the good stuff out of it and left with just the liquid, and therefore there's no fiber and it increases your blood sugar immediately. I do not recommend juice, and I definitely don't recommend sodas and sugar-sweetened beverages. Instead, drink water, infused water, unsweetened tea, something like that can quench that thirst but not cause diabetes. This graph shows that on the x-axis, there's the daily sugar intake, and on the y-axis, the percentage of participants with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. If you can see here that this talks about the tablespoons of sugar per day. As you can see, a higher sugar intake is associated with an increased risk of fatty liver disease. So on this one here, the right one, there's more than 6 tablespoons per day and is much higher risk of fatty liver disease. So rethink those drinks, everybody. Number 3, not eating at home. Scientific data shows that eating out frequently is associated with higher caloric intake and poorer diet quality. On average, meals eaten out contain 200 more calories than those prepared at home. Restaurants often use hidden sugars in their sauces, dressings, and other processed ingredients that you probably wouldn't use at home. Instead of eating out, try to get more meals at home as much as you can, noting that, of course, it's a convenience factor, but you can plan your meals, prepare healthy recipes, batch cook them to save some time, maybe put some in the deep freeze and heat them up when you're ready. But increasing the frequency of eating at home can definitely help with weight loss. Number 4, not reading food labels. Food labels can be very misleading, and they can lead to the consumption of hidden sugars and unhealthy additives, which have negative impact on our health. Not reading the labels can also result in the consumption of highly processed vegetable oils that are toxic to our mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells. So look for those things. I did an entire podcast episode on reading the nutrition fact labels, mostly focus in on reducing the added sugar. So learn to read the labels, look at the ingredients, understand the serving size and what you're actually putting in your body. If you see a bunch of words that you can't pronounce in the ingredients column, it's probably an ultra processed or NOVA classification for food, and you should definitely limit your consumption of it. So read your food labels. Number 5, eating while distracted. So I'm guilty of this one. Distracted eating can lead to increased caloric intake, with people consuming up to 25% more calories when you're distracted. When you eat distracted, you're kind of not paying attention to your hunger cues or satiety cues, and it ends up leading to overeating. So practice mindful eating by focusing on your meal without distractions. Put down the phone. Don't sit in front of the TV. Don't work while you eat. Don't graze while you work. So basically, focus on the food, appreciate the smell, the flavor, the texture, the crunch, the smooth, the creaminess, whatever it is, and enjoy the meal. Put all the distraction stuff aside. We're all guilty of it because everybody's busy, but it will really help with weight loss as well. Number 6, bites, licks, and tastes. So frequent, small, unplanned snacks can add up to a significant caloric intake. It's also important to note that every time you eat and snack on something, your body is releasing insulin from the pancreas, and insulin is the fat storage hormone. So it's not allowing that fat to be burned, and instead is spiking your insulin, which in turn is spiking the glucose. So we really want those fasting periods. So every time you do a bite, lick, and taste when you're cooking, it's going to inhibit you. Also, you end up underestimating how much you're eating because it's not on a plate. So just taking a bite, lick, and taste here while you're cooking or something like that, or a little, no matter what it is, you're not thinking about it when you are consuming your food. I'm guilty of this one. Even if it's something healthy, when I'm preparing my meals, I will sometimes sneak a broccoli, sneak a green bean, try this, try that. And I know it adds up. And sometimes it's even my goal in a daily habit thing that I use to not basically snack while cooking. So I highly recommend that you do not take those bite, licks, and tastes and save them for later. Number 7, staying up too late. Sleep deprivation is definitely linked to an increased hunger and increased calorie intake due to hormonal balances, such as elevated ghrelin, which is our hunger hormone, and reduced leptin, which is our satiety hormone. Not only that, when you're awake more hours, you tend to eat more and you eat later, which is also not helpful. But in general, sleep deprivation is linked to increased appetite, cravings also for caloric dense, unhealthy foods, which obviously can contribute to overweight and obesity. So instead, establish a regular sleep routine and create a relaxing bedtime environment, such as avoiding screens before bed, practicing relaxation techniques. All of these can help improve sleep quality and duration and help you reach your goals. Number 8, not making time to move. If you don't like where you are, move. You're not a tree. I love this icon. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the funny caption. So sedentary lifestyles have become increasingly common in the modern society, leading to a concerning lack of physical activity. Lack of physical activity has clearly been demonstrated that it is associated with weight and overweight and obesity and overall health. So not moving also doesn't allow those extra glucose stores that you're storing on your body to be utilized for fuel. So what we recommend is to incorporate physical activity into your daily routine. So walking, taking the stairs, or short workout sessions. Basically, you need to increase your NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is standing more, like I'm using a standing desk right now. Maybe get a walking pad under your standing desk too, or taking the stairs, going for walks, being more purposeful about your movement. And then obviously we do recommend 150 minutes of moderate activity per week as well, and 2 days of weight training. But just more movement in general is important. Number 9, Not having a 12-hour fasting window. Data has shown that intermittent fasting can improve metabolism and aid in weight loss. Not having a 12-hour fasting window can have a negative effect on your pancreatic health, and because it doesn't, once again, doesn't allow the pancreas to take a break from releasing insulin. In order to maintain a healthy balance, at least getting a 12-hour fasting window by eating dinner earlier and breakfast a little later is very important, and everybody can do that. I think the people that slip up are those that are eating anything after dinner. So really, if you're going to have a snack or dessert or something like that, be mindful of that and maybe include it with the dinner instead of waiting later and having it 2 hours after dinner. Definitely don't recommend that, because that will help contribute to getting that at least as a 12-hour fasting window, which is important. And if you want to practice even further intermittent fasting, I do recommend a 16-8 model where you fast for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour eating window. And there are other variations of that we've discussed on another podcast as well. Number 10, not managing your stress. Not managing your stress can have serious consequences on your health. This would lead to elevated cortisol levels, which can cause overeating and weight gain. So overall, we want to reduce that cortisol to control our weight. So how do you do that? You practice stress management techniques like mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing. Physical activity helps here as well. Thinking positive thoughts, perhaps a gratitude journal or journaling at night or in the morning. These are all helpful methods to reduce stress. Number 11, not drinking enough water. The body is made up of like 50 to 80% of water. Not having adequate hydration can make you think that you're hungry instead of thirsty, which can negatively affect your metabolism. So to stay hydrated, you should carry bottled water. You should set reminders to drink water. Basically, anytime your fitness watch tells you to stand up, maybe you should be drinking water too. You can eat water-rich foods like vegetables that have a lot of water content. Hydration status is very important, and a fat cell cannot burn if it is not hydrated. So you must drink plenty of water, and it helps with satiety too as well. So making sure you're well hydrated before you eat a meal is very important. And number 12, not being consistent. Consistency is key for long-term weight management. Inconsistency hinders weight loss. If you have a cheat day every week or a cheat weekend, or you practice the 80-20 rule, it's not very effective for weight loss. You have to set realistic goals, track your progress, and enlist in a community support to do best. You want to avoid the negative impact of those cheat days. So basically, that can spiral you out of your patterns, right? You want to recover quickly from setbacks. So instead of throwing in the towel after one mistake or one bad meal, get right back on the wagon the next meal. Don't wait the next day. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait till next year. Just get back on the wagon and realize it's okay. We all have setbacks. And I think here is important because you may not be consistent, but you can do your best to create a plan and then plan for these quote cheat things, which I really don't like to use that word, but instead of calling it a cheat day, perhaps you just pick something that you know that you want. Say, hey, it's my birthday. I'm going to plan ahead of time. I'm going to mindfully choose that I'm going to eat ice cream with my family at my favorite ice cream shop. And I'm going to enjoy every bite of it and eat slowly. That is a good setup for success. So I'm planning ahead. I want to enjoy it with a family. I don't want to eat it, by myself. I want to make sure it's my most favorite thing that is worth it to me. I'm going to get a little snobby with my exceptions, basically. So I like to tell my patients, get snobby with your desserts or exceptions. Don't have cheat days or meals because it's really going to add up and hinder your weight loss. Instead, just try to always do your best and plan for these exceptions. So I hope you enjoyed the top 12 reasons or daily habits that are hindering your weight loss. And please tune in next week for our next episode. I would also like to say that we are accepting new patients at Clearwater Family Medicine and Allergy. Recently, clinics around us are closing, people are retiring. So if you know anyone that is in need of a primary care doctor or obesity doctor or allergy or asthma doctor, we're here for you. Please reach out to us at 727-446-1097. You can also reach us and request an appointment on our website, www.cfma, like as in Clearwater Family Medicine and Allergy, .health, because we want to keep you healthy. All right, everybody, tune in next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode.